That was the Sony A7V, guys. Let's get straight into the video. It's been 7 years since I did the unboxing for the A7 III, and it's been 3 years since I did the unboxing for the A7 IV. So let's just get straight into the video, guys. All right, let's just pull it out, see what's up. All right, so we got the usual pamphlets and stuff. Definitely not going to look into that, so let's put this to the side. And let's pull this open. All right, so you have your strap, which I'm never going to use. And then you have your Z battery, which I think these batteries are amazing. For them to continue using this with the A7V is truly amazing, guys. And then we have the camera. Let's put everything else to the side. And let's put these to the side for now. And let's open this bad boy. Wow. Woo, so excited. So what they're saying is this looks like the A7R5, I think they're saying. So, but it definitely looks like the A7 IV at a glance, but in terms of the grip, it definitely feels a lot grippier. So let's just test that and see. Yeah, it definitely feels a lot grippier than the A7 IV. It's just a little bit deeper, but it's not that significant in terms of the difference. It definitely looks identical from the top here, but you can definitely see, yeah, it's definitely different, guys. But the one thing I'm very much love is how big this screen is. So yeah, anyway, let's just put this aside for now. We'll do another video on the comparison between the A7 IV and A7V. But first inspection, guys, it's really looks really nice. Let's just put a lens on there. And we're talking about this stack 33 megapixel sensor. And it comes with the AI features. I am looking forward to see how that works with my weddings, guys. And yeah. Amazing. Yeah, the dials are pretty much the same. And yeah, oh, the one thing I have to say is this articulating screen, guys. It's like a hybrid between the A7 III and the A7 IV, because the A7 III only allowed you to tilt the screen out this way, while the A7 IV allowed you to only tilt the screen out this way. But now you have the best of both worlds. Love it, guys. Got to love it, guys. Wow. Yes, so nice. Wow. The one thing I'm looking forward to is how the quality in terms of the pictures will come out, because I remember when I was getting my shots done in the A7 III and looked at my A7 IV and saw how different in terms of the quality of the colors, obviously the megapixels was, and this is using the same amount of megapixels as the A7 IV, but they're saying that it has been improved in terms of with AI and also the color rendition. And they're saying that also it has a better noise control, which I'm actually looking forward to in video, because to know that your native ISO noise is about 8,000, which I think is ridiculous. So I'm looking forward to see what that is like, guys, and to know that, you know, it's a 7K down sample to 4K. They're saying that the quality and the sharpness should be so much better, which I'm actually looking forward to. I'm actually want to go out and actually do a few shots so you guys can actually see in this video here. So if you see me cut, you know that I'm actually showing you guys what it looks like on the outside. But yeah, it definitely a welcome with the same two cards and the CF Express and the standard SD cards. So I'm definitely happy about that. And also it's welcome to have you will have the standard in and out, the mic and headphone jacks right there, but you now have a high-speed USB-C and a regular USB-C for one for charging and one for file transfer and stuff like that. So I think it's like 10 megapixels or something like that, 10 megabits. So that I think is really good. And to know now that you have a full HDMI port right here, that is pretty nice. So I'm sure a lot of videographers and stuff will be happy about that. I think this camera is geared more towards photography versus video. And to know that I'm someone who does both, but to know that I still have the capability of, you know, doing my videos with this camera is awesome. Because one of the things I really get in this one too, because I'm finding myself doing more videos and doing more long form videos, and the A7 III does not cut in it, which is what I'm shooting on right now with the overhead. And so that, you know, I took this camera down so that I can actually show like just a quick comparison to show you what the two of them look like. And I'm really and truly happy, guys, with what I'm seeing here. So yeah, I'm definitely happy with what I'm seeing. So let us do a first power up and see what's going on. I don't know how much charge is going to be in this battery, but to know that they're using the same batteries, I'm not worried because I have tons of these batteries, guys. Let's just do a first power up and see. English, not now, I understand. Okay, so they're saying pretty much that I can just set up on the Creator app. I'm not going to do that right now. All right, so the battery is pretty much dead, as you can see right there, but I do love the screen, and I love the fact that when you rotate your screen, as you can see right there, if I rotate it this way, it rotates the screen as well. And I'm looking forward to see, you know, how bright in terms of the colors, because what happened is I think this is 1 million dots on the A7 IV, while this has 2.01 or 2.1 million dots on the screen. And I'm definitely looking forward to that, because it was very disappointing when I do pictures and I'm, you know, oftentimes looking at the back and it doesn't look all that well, but once I look into the viewfinder, it looks amazing. So I wish they had also increased the megapixels of the EVF as well, but you're not going to get everything, guys, and you just have to, you know, set your expectations accordingly, because they're not going to cannibalize their top-end cameras with stacking this with a bunch of things. And I think what they realized that they did that in the A7 III and the A7 IV, because when those two came out, they were like leaps ahead of a bunch of cameras. And that's one of the reasons why I actually switched over to the A7, the Sony camera, because I was coming from Canon. And at the time, I was thinking of going to get the Canon's mirrorless camera at the time. But when they released their first mirrorless camera, they actually only had one card. And as a professional guy, we need a redundancy. We need to have two cards in our cameras. And when somebody introduced the A7 III to me, I was just blown away with the eye of the focus and how sharp the image were. And that is when I bought my first A7 III, which was, like I said before, 7 years ago. And then with that, the A7 IV came out. I upgraded to that, and I remember I only bought one at the time, and I was just testing both, and I found myself using more of the A7 IV than I was the A7 III. And I think that's what's probably going to happen with this one, because even though they're the same megapixels, the AI system in this is way better, because you're talking about you can get bugs, trains, cars, people, and it understands even when they're saying that the technology is so smart that it actually estimates when or what they're going to do when they turn or whatever, which I think I'm looking forward to, guys. So, you know, Sony will say a lot, but until you get in the field, you won't know what the capabilities really and truly are. But I'm very excited to see what you know, this camera can really do. And I hope you guys enjoy this video, guys, and I catch you guys in the next one. Peace.